This tutorial will show you how to create a wiki in Moodle. First thing you need to do is log into Moodle. And then just put in your username and password and log in. Today I'm going to use the Administration Staff Assistance course page. I'm just going to scroll down to the wikis. That is where I want to place my new wiki. So the first thing I need to do is turn the editing on button, which is on the right hand side of the screen, and this will allow me to add stuff to the page. Over in the add an activity drop down box, just select wiki, and the wiki settings page will appear. Anything that appears in red or has asterisks beside it need to be entered into, as these are mandatory fields. So I'm going to call this is a new wiki test, and this is a wiki test page for PCHS staff to show them how to use wikis in Moodle 2.0. You can really put anything in this box here as long as something is entered, because you are the only one that sees that box there. HTML format is the only option from this drop down toolbar. First page name, I'm just going to call it page 1. Wiki modes have two modes. One is individual, the other is collaborative. So if you want your students to collaborate in one wiki, you select the collaborative one, or if you want your students to create individual wikis, you would select the individual wiki. So we're going to create a collaborative wiki today. The default format for the wiki page is a HTML. This is the preferred version that I like using. There's also Creole and NWiki. The only differences in that is the way they appear on the page. HTML is more user friendly. So I'm going to leave it at HTML. I'm not going to select the force format. If you've got different teachers in the same subject, you can separate those teacher students into groups. Today we're not going to be using that. We're just going to put no groups, and we'll leave that as show. If you did want to separate it, you would just select separate groups or make groups visible. You can add an ID number to your wiki page. I don't usually worry about that unless you're keeping a register of your ID numbers. You can restrict the access, so you can turn the wiki settings on from a certain date and off on a certain date. You can actually assess students on them using their wiki, so you can actually use the grade format by their percentages or activity completions information. There's also an area where students can manually mark the activity as completed, or you don't need to indicate that at all if you don't want to. Doesn't really matter what you put that as. All that appears is a tick box beside it, so students can go in and tick that they've actually participated in a wiki or completed the activity that the wiki requires. Once you've done that, just select Save and Display. Again, you will get the information you've just put on the previous page. So your new page title, I've selected page 1. The format I'm still going to use is a HTML format, and I'm going to select Create Page. So this is what your editing page looks like. It's got standard functions at the top that is standard in Word, Moodle. So if you've used Word and Moodle before, you more than likely know how to use those functions up the top. There are toolbars at the top, which I'll talk about in a little while. So the first thing I'm going to do is create a header. Introduction. When you create a header, if you change the paragraph settings to heading 1, heading 2, or any of those other headings in there, it will automatically create a table of contents on your wiki page. So I've created my introduction. This is just showing people how to use wiki in Moodle. So you can really put anything. I can create another heading if I wanted to. You have to make sure that you type the word before you create the heading. section 1, and I'm going to put that as heading 2. So under section 1 I'm going to put when using brackets, when using double brackets, which are these ones, you will automatically create a page and a link. When adding headings to your wiki page, this will automatically create a table of contents page. So that's basically all I want to put in that, just to show you how it would appear. If I wanted to add tags to the page to make it easy to search the wikis, you just add whatever you want, or you can add further tags in the bottom. You can hit the preview button or the save button. I'm going to show you what it looks like in preview. So when you hit the preview button, it will come up saying this is a preview, changes have not yet been saved. So this means that that page has not been saved until I hit the save button. So I'll now go and hit the save button, and as you'll see, the table of contents has appeared. Headings 1 has appeared, headings 2 hasn't appeared. You've got your edit functionality on the side here, so if you wanted to edit that, you just hit edit, and you do want your section 1 to appear in your table of contents, you just go and change that to headings 1 and hit the save button. You'll now see section 1 in your table of contents. Same if you hit on that. These are just individually, so you're actually changing each section, whereas if you selected the edit from the top, it is making a change to all of it. So now I want to show you how to create a link using the double brackets. I'm just going to put the double brackets, type in page 2, close the double brackets and hit save. Scroll down. As you can see, this now appears in red. Anything that appears in red is a page that has been created but not had content added to it, so we now want to go and add content. So I'm just going to hit page 2. So once again, you come back to the create page. I want to keep it in the HTML format and select create page. So first of all, I want to just call it summary, I think, and I'll highlight that and put a heading on it. Heading 1. This is a summary to this wiki tutorial. Because we've got a page 1, we need to add that in as a double bracket to link it back to page 1. Once again, I'm going to use the same wiki official tags and hit save. So as you can see, summary has now appeared in the top table of contents and page 1 has appeared on the bottom, so you can just select page 1 and it will take you back to page 1. If you wanted to add a comment to either page 1 or page 2, you need to be in that page to add the comment, and then you just select comments. Add comment. This is a test wiki, and hit save changes. Then continue, and your comment will appear. You've also got a history button. This history button will show you what has happened in your pages. So I've created page 1, created page 2 and added a comment. So this is showing you the different versions. You can compare them. If you wanted to select them, you can compare them. And as you can see, page 2 has now appeared on the bottom of the version 2. The map, it just shows you the overview of the wikis. So you got page 1, page 2. It's generally defaulted to page list, and I would just leave it at that because really you would never use that. There are other choices you can choose from. Links, it will show you what pages are linked. It's not working at the moment. Something's wrong with one of the PHP files. And we'll go back into page list. Once you've decided you've finished, you can just hit on the staff assistance button down here. This is your course title page, and it will take you back to your main page. So your wiki has now been created. So this is a new wiki test that we've titled the page as. If you want to make any changes, you can just select that button there. If you want to search for wikis, when you click on it, the search wikis function will come up here. So if we typed in training, search wikis, search results is 0 because I didn't put training as one of the search words. Staff assistance, and that finalises your tutorial on how to create a wiki.